audition trainer neguso na negusua ewo Upper East region Navrongo ana yewo na yeba ha yi no amamre ne amane ensem kakra ya te kakra na ya papa ba ko a ye beto no ewo hanom na uti ni komodi matim se ya papa yi eba amamre ne amane ensem a wabini wo mi ye papa saso ne dada setena mu ensem no wabini ewo mu ene bedru Navrongo Cisco 1 wono ano de aye round sakoba bia ne papa ne sini mpon ewa hanoma ye ne no eba behwetwe ko na obafie ha so a wo nsankrama ngu ha yie na ye bebusa se dent na nije nkrama ho sa na krama nko ofie a emfa so be na ewo so ntie papa wa ha ye ne no eba behwetwe ko papi good evening.
Good evening.
I hope you are doing well.
I'm fine.
Thank you. Thank you. So please can you give us your full name?
I'm John Sibe Dakura.
Okay.
John is my Catholic name.
Okay.
Sibe is my traditional name, my key.
Okay.
I was baptized on a God in the family and given that name Sibe.
Okay.
Now the Dakura is my great grandfather's name.
Okay. Okay. So when we got here, we saw lots of dogs here. Why do you fancy them so much?
Well, in the first place, I'm a retired veterinarian. I worked with the veterinary services for 35 years before I retired. And I like dogs because when I was a child, my father used to go hunting with dogs, and I liked playing with them. Now, when I got into veterinary services, I realized that dogs are good pets.
Okay.
You can play with them, and they can also act as watchmen for you.
Okay.
Now, looking at the site of my house, it's just by the road. And I don't have money to hire a watchman.
Okay.
And even if you have the watchman, he will not be active as a dog.
Okay.
So I have decided to rear dogs who are my friends and at the same time watchmen.
Okay.
And each dog is known by a name.
Okay.
We have the most senior dog called Bacchus, which is right now standing by me.
Okay.
That dog is about 14 years old.
This dog is 14
years old.
Okay.
Then we have the other one, Aluta.
Okay.
That one is about 10 years old.
Okay.
And then we have the younger dogs. We have Scout, which is a crossbreed. Okay. It's a female. Okay. Then we have Bob. Okay. Then we have Scorpion. Okay. Then we have Nana.
Okay, so let me come here. Why these names? Bacchus, Aluta, Scorpion, Nana.
The names are given by the children.
Okay.
But Bacchus, I gave that name because when I was in the university, I used to have friends in the Commonwealth Hall. Okay. I was staying in the Sabah Hall. Okay. So anytime I went to Commonwealth Hall, we would go outside and sit around a statue which they call Father Bacchus. So because of that, when I got this dog, I tried to remember my old days, and then gave it that name. Okay. So it is called Father Bacchus.
Okay. So you have lots of dogs here, and you said because you wanted them to act as watchmen for you. Yeah. Have they been acting in that capacity?
Quite a lot.
Okay.
If you come here at 10 p.m., when we have gone inside, you can't step in this yard.
Oh, okay.
They will block you on the way until one of us comes out to cool them down. You can't come near the house. Okay. So they are doing well.
Okay. So this one name is?
This is Scout.
Scout.
Yes.
And where from the Scouts too?
My daughter bought that dog from Kintampo for me. Okay. And that is the name she preferred to call it.
And then Nana too?
The Nana is my son, a fire service officer, who bought that one for me, and he said because it's short And he knows that many people who are known by Nana are short people.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he just gave it that name. Not because.
Yeah. So wait, please, can you bring Nana closer? We want to see Nana. We want to see Nana. Okay. So let's go to this our cultural setting, this polygamy things. Do you agree? People who are polygamous?
Well,
so this is Nana. Are you?
I'm a Catholic.
Okay.
So I don't support the idea of polygamy.
Okay.
Even though I was born in a polygamous family, my father was a traditionalist, so he had about 3 wives.
Okay.
But me, as a Catholic, my religion does not permit polygamy.
So you have just one wife?
I have one wife, and I only lost her last year.
Oh, sorry.
It will be November, next month will be 9th September will be exactly 1 year when she passed on.
Sorry. So those who go into polygamy, and we have, apart from your religion, does not permit this polygamy, do you think we have a bad effect, or there is something negative about that? If we put the religion aside, do you think practically there is something wrong with polygamy?
Yeah, practically, I have seen some polygamous family always in problems. Now, if you have 2 wives and they have children, in the first place, even the 2 wives, you can't share your love. You can never love 2 people equally.
Okay.
It is even your own children. You can't love them equally. There is a particular child you will love more than the rest of the children.
Okay.
Let alone women who are brought from other families. How can you share your love with them? So when you take 2 wives and you have children, the first thing, it happens that your second wife's children are intelligent in school. They are performing well, and you are paying school fees. They are climbing, going to university. And the first wife, who actually began life with you, the children are truant. They are foolish. You go to school, they are academically weak. Now, if the children are going further and they are not going, then you see that their mothers will start quarreling. Okay. The first one will say, oh, now he loves my rival's children. He doesn't love my children. That's why they are going to university and colleges, and my children are just roaming about. Okay. That it is not because of that. It's because those children are intelligent, and the other children are not intelligent. Okay. So this is the first point. Okay. Now, after death, sharing of your property too, there's always a problem. Okay. You see, the 2 children, the children from the 2 mothers will start quarreling over your property. One will go and tell your seniors, don't allow these people to dominate. Tell them to share the property quickly. Okay. You see, meanwhile, they might not have even performed the funeral. Okay. And they are insisting that they should share the property. Okay. This will bring a lot of problems. Okay.
So it's more or less like there is always division.
Division.
There is always the misunderstanding.
Yes, understanding.
Okay.
Now, if you share the farmland, definitely your senior son is supposed to get the largest share. But if you look at it, some polygamous family, they think that because the senior son is a lazy man, they will go and give him a smaller portion and give the juniors larger portions. This will also bring in a conflict of interest.
Okay, I want to understand something. Why is it like, is always like the first wife, the first son is always dormant, a little bit foolish? Why is it like that?
Well, that might be genetical. Okay. And secondly, even if you look at psychologically, it could be that because he came out first, he was petted. Okay. You see, everything he had it cheap. So he was not reasoning for himself.
Okay.
And if he grows up with that kind of attitude, then you know definitely it won't be good for him.
Okay.
But this is the way I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's see Navrongo. We came here, we saw it's a very cool place. The people here are so loving. Briefly, can you tell us something small about Navrongo?
Well, Navrongo, per se, was founded by one Butu. And before Butu migrated from Burkina Faso, he came and met some people.
Okay.
And they are the Tundanas.
Okay.
They are presently the people of Telania,
Okay.
where I belong to.
Okay.
So when they came, a Butu came and met them. They asked him to find a place and settle. He was also a good hunter, roaming all over. So he was moving the whole area, and then he got to a point when he stepped his foot. No, the ground is soft, so it will go down.
Okay.
Right? It will go down.
Okay.
So he decided to settle there.
There.
So that is why they call it Nagavoro.
Okay.
It's Nagavoro.
Naravro.
Nagavoro.
Nahavro. Okay.
So short for Navoro. And then the white man came and made it Navrongo.
So if I get you right, the meaning of Navrongo
is Nagavoro.
Soil which is
It's
soft.
soft. You step on it and it breaks
goes down.
Softly breaks. Step, it goes break.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is how Navrongo came to being.
Okay.
Now the other clan, the Telania clan, they are the Tundamas.
Okay.
By the history, we are told our ancestors came from the ground.
Oh, okay.
They were living in caves.
Okay.
They didn't know how to build houses, so they were living in caves.
Okay.
And as at now, we don't encourage our people to work in mines, because a mine is a cave.
Okay.
You see it. And we believe that if you work in a mine, one day you will go and meet the ancestors.
Okay.
And that might not end well for you.
Okay.
So we don't encourage our children to work in the mines.
So in Navrongo, there is no mining activity here?
Navrongo, there's no mining activity in the central part of Navrongo, but Naga, Kolgu area, they have this surface mining going on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, can you tell us what profession is dominant here?
Basically, they are farmers.
Okay.
They are farmers. And fortunately for us, the Champon regime came and built the Tono Dam for us. Okay. So all the youth are engaged in tomato farming and pepper farming in the dry season. Okay. And part of the rainy season, they are doing rice farming and then maize farming. Okay. So Navrongo people are predominantly farmers. Okay. But one thing too is that Navrongo is an English town. Because education started in the north, in Navrongo first, which was brought by the Catholic Church. Okay. So most of our people who walk about, whether they have been to formal school or not, at least they understand some English language. Okay. So here is also a town of English people. Okay.
So to conclude all, we've seen that Navrongo is a peaceful town. Always we hear when you come to the northern part, sometimes there are little misunderstanding, but we've never heard of Navrongo being involved in such activities. Yeah. Can you tell us what the secret is?
Well, Navrongo hasn't got a chieftaincy problem. Okay. So that is why we are peaceful. Okay. You know, in areas where there's conflict, it's always about chieftaincy. Okay. But our method of selecting our chiefs is by voting. Okay. The elders come out to vote.
Okay.
See, the elders, the kingmakers, all the contestants will line up. Then the kingmakers will go and line behind those they want.
Okay.
And when they count, majority carries the vote.
Okay.
And then you are taken as the chief.
Okay.
So I bet basically, even though they vote, we have seen that since I was born, it is always the first child of the royal family who is taken as the chief of the town.
Okay.
So because of that, everybody understands it.
Okay.
So when you are not chosen, you cannot create problem because nobody will support you.
That's good.
You only act lonely, and that will mean that, you are not sensible.
Okay.
If you are acting without support, then what is the use?
Okay.
So because of that, Navrongo is very peaceful.
Okay.
We don't have problems at all.
Thank you so much, Papa. Thank you. We really appreciate your time. And you've been very, very supportive to us. When you got here, you've been with us. You always talk to us, you encourage us. And your son, Cisco, has also been very, very, very helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
So we have, this is our GTBank t-shirts. So you know this time it's GTBank who is the major sponsor of Diasa.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so we have a nice t-shirt here for you from our major sponsor.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Papa.
My GTBank, I wish them good luck.
Thank you.
My son is working in GTBank in Kumasi.
Oh, wow.
I wish them good luck.
Amen.
They should keep on like that.
Thank you.
We need more open space, open type of entertainment.
Okay.
That also helps the elderly to attend.
Okay.
But if it is in a crowded place, no elderly person would like to go there.
Okay.
So this kind of entertainment you brought, it is very nice, and I hope you come back again.
Thank you. So, meaning you've been watching the assignment?
Yes.
Do you love watching it?
Yes, I like it because.
What makes you like it?
I like it because my late wife was a fat woman.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Oh,
Even
wow.
but by the time you came here, she had problem with her legs,
Oh,
so she didn't compete.
Oh, okay.
So I like fat women.
Oh, that's good. You have taste.
Yes.
You have taste. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, Papa, you know, I'm about to check over Navrongo and you want to tougher Eddie Maya, you see about some kakra, and then come on your movie, dear, a dad almost sword, your tie tree, I think so, your shabako semu, and say, I want to draw Bema, or I knew me and Sandy Kakahuna, no watch now, Jenny. Oh, so you're shut Navrongo, about Sebafiniati, as I say. Just Navrongo crown, yes, I see a emre out see when I say, photo, no review, and no na a dear dino, a bass and Navrongo, just opening a chain about some Anna didn't see her. Debira Dalbete, na hand to quiz one, else Navrongo dear, Yentano, or say a hanum dear, naturally say, come fast or me or my handful. Any make a hona boa, Emma Danny down who said assume Jim Papa, Achon Como, so here back some, and I saw person since Sambia said, just a GTBank Diasa and 5 peso, and now Ubehuno, the embassy, and saw him at Dia Samame, and I'm beginning crew, our Hanumene, Yana Papa, a better chinko. Me did say, was seen in your baby, no, we knew so Diasa, was the shame body.
Thank you.